Alright, hold on. Let's shoot. 0 seconds of logos.
That's because they want the audience to see the movie as quick as possible so they wouldn't have to avoid the spoilers, and for some reason my pen's not working. Work already. There we go. Finally, it's working. Oh god.
20-second film in this franchise, and not once is it explained why Hawkeye has this ankle monitor on.
Clearly, this guy hasn't seen Captain America Civil War. Like, it's been 3 years since the movie's been out, and he hasn't even seen it.
Hey, you guys want mayo or mustard or both? What's mayo in a hot dog?
Mexicans, so that's racist.
Oh yeah? Well, I don't really eat hot dogs that much, so I got nothing. I'm not even gonna add a sin or take off one for this.
Nate, mayo or mustard? How about ketchup?
This kid, hot dogs.
That line doesn't even make any sense.
Job, Hawkeye.
She's not Hawkeye. You're Hawkeye. Just thought I'd point that out. You didn't seem to know.
Actually, he does know he's training her to be the next Hawkeye, because I think he's planning on retiring and stuff.
Hey, enough practice. Soup's on.
Wait a minute. A second ago, she was asking what they wanted on their hot dogs, but now she's saying soup's on? I don't know what kind of picnics you were having on the set of Scooby-Doo, Linda, but hot dogs don't go with soup, girlfriend. Okay.
I think you're gonna make
If I knew what X Machina means, I would use it.
We're hungry. Let's go.
Where does she go?
Clearly, she was a victim of the blip.
Ready? What?
Really? Whistling? They got Thanos snapped, dude. Huh?
Clearly, he doesn't know that they got snapped out of existence, so maybe he thinks that they're hiding and playing a trick on him. That's why he's whistling to call them out.
Guy's one of the 2 people that didn't see Infinity War. I'm the other one. You know why this movie is 3 hours long? 34 seconds of logos. Also,
No, that's because they want everyone to have the best 3 hours of their life.
what happened to the 10 years thing they had in the logo before? I mean, sure, this is technically the 11th year, but still.
If it's the 11th year, then why would they need to use that? How are they gonna turn the O into an I?
Paper football in 2019? That's sinful as shit.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if I still see kids playing tag these days. That's an old game.
Wait a second, Tony's helmet got ripped to pieces by Thanos in the last movie, so how the hell is it here and still functioning? I mean, I get nano machines and micro machines, but this is way yada yada here. Okay,
Well, maybe he didn't use the last of his nanotech, because if you remember, after he got wounded by Thanos and after Doctor Strange gave him the Time Stone, Tony used some of his nanotech to heal the wound, but then, but maybe there wasn't enough to fix the other half of his helmet, so maybe that's why it's here. Maybe that's how it's still operating.
skip! Jeez, that's my...
Skip!
There is a serious lack of hair in this scene, considering the hobo beard Cap was rocking in the last movie.
Maybe he put it in a cup or something.
So wait, I'm confused. Not only did Captain Marvel know where Tony was in huge goddamn space, she also knew to bring him back to Earth? I didn't stay during the credits of Captain Marvel, so why isn't the movie explaining this to me?
I don't need to explain this because he already explained it for himself. Clearly this guy didn't see the credits of Captain Marvel. But, so here, let me help you. Well, basically, the Avengers found the calling point that Fury dropped when he got snapped out of existence. It stopped, and then Captain Marvel was there, and he was like, where's Fury? So the Avengers probably explained that Tony's missing and he's in space or something. I probably know.
Couldn't stop him. Neither could I.
Captain America is an expert at the pronoun game, because not only does he know who Tony is talking about, he responds as if Tony knows who he's talking about. And since I don't know who either of them is talking about, I'm sending this dialogue.
They're talking about Thanos. Don't you know that?
Lisa. Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Oh, come on, bro. You really don't like Gwyneth Paltrow? Well, she's the next Iron Man in the MCU. Oh, wait a minute. I thought they said that Ironheart was gonna be the next Iron Man in the MCU.
Wait, what? Why are this rabbit and this replicant holding hands right now? What the hell do they have in common?
Oh, I'll tell you. Rocket lost his team, which was like brothers to him, and Nebula lost her sister. You need to catch up on movies, man.
Both governments are in pieces. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. Thanos wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
Yeah, okay, thanks, ScarJo. I'm sure we all saw Infinity War, so you don't need to exposit right now.
Yeah, but what if some people didn't decide to see Infinity War and watch Endgame instead? That was nonsense, but I'm gonna add a sin anyways.
What the hell is everyone sulking for? Did I miss something? I mean, the last time I saw this guy, he was on board his ship with the Asgardian refugees headed for Earth. That was a happy ending, no?
Clearly, this guy doesn't know that Thor thinks that he failed to stop Thanos from snapping. Also, they lost 50% of heroes, so that's why they are sad.
What's wrong now? Danny Boyle would be excellent at CinemaSins.
I don't know who Danny Boyle is. You're gonna have to explain that more carefully.
He's pissed. He thinks he failed. Which of course he did, but you know, there's a lot of that going around, ain't there?
Honestly, into this exact second, I thought you were Build-A-Bear.
That's hilarious. I mean, but what is Tony eating? I mean, this franchise never explains the important details that the people want to know.
Maybe he's eating noodles? Probably.
I remember telling Wyatt and otherwise that what we needed was a pseudo-armor around the world. Remember that?
Yeah, but didn't you build a league of bitch bots to that end? Your idea was to create Ultron, and not only did that fail spectacularly, he was defeated by the Avengers. Thanos wiped his glorious purple ass with the Avengers.
That's what we do, right?
Oh yeah? Well, I bet you haven't heard about the meme that offends me. You don't know the torch I'm going through.
Our best work after the fact? What are the Avengers? We're the Avengers, not the pre-Vengers.
Okay, the guy that wrote this line was so proud of himself he literally sucked his own dick right after. Sadly, he choked to death on his own ejaculate, which even the coroner noted was ironic and yet still somehow appropriate.
Talking about he didn't choke, he pulled out his arc reactor. I think that's what happened.
Where are you going?
To kill Thanos.
Sure, Jan.
You even know where he is?
You gotta tell us, you gotta show us the source from where that was, or else it could be copyright striked.
I know people who might.
Don't bother.
I can tell you where Thanos is.
How convenient. You waited until this very moment to share this information, right when it became important to the plot. I see what you did there.
Thanos.
Oh, I guess, well, she obviously didn't want to get in the feud of the other people.
Long time trying to perfect me. Now when he worked, he talked about his great plan.
Nebula's position.
That's not a real word, but you can't make it up.
Thanos snapped his fingers. Earth became ground zero for a power surge of ridiculously cosmic proportions. No one's ever seen anything like it.
Forgive me if I sound ignorant, but why is it that Rumpelstiltskin here is the one explaining this information? Hasn't he been here on Earth with Captain America since the snap? This movie makes it seem as if the purple sex bot was the only one to know Thanos' location, so why is he only now divulging this information?
Even if they're...
That's because I got nothing.
There's a small chance.
Widow steals dialogue from Batman v Superman. How do...
Well, I can't remember that much because I've only seen Batman vs Superman one time. It's a great movie. It's just that I didn't like it that Superman died. I mean, I know he came back, but still.
What the hell? What is wrong with you?
And again, I have nothing.
No, it's gonna end any differently than it did before.
Because before you didn't have me.
Yeah, but don't you get Final smashed off screen?
That is even. What the heck is Final Smashed?
I like this one. And the award for Best Actor goes to...
Chris Hemsworth or something.
Let's go get this son of a bitch. Language. Great.
That's what I was wondering. I when I first saw that scene, I thought that now it's Tony who's gonna tell Cap language. Oh my God. Oh, hoo.
I was wondering what movie I was watching.
Well, obviously that's because I mean, I know they showed the title cards at the end of the other movies, like they showed out Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, I think. But they just really want to make sure that they're at the big event of the MCU. What the heck was that?
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it will. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
I know. You're going to counsel the director of this movie. Oh, you're very smart.
No. You're gonna quit the Avengers!
Satellites, no ships, no armies, no ground defenses of any kind. It's just him.
Okay, from what we saw in Captain Marvel, Danvers is a really rash character, so if it was just him, why didn't she just immediately attack Thanos and radio for backup if she got into trouble with him? What I'm saying is, she's basically an entirely different character than in her own movie, and it's like this movie was filmed before Captain Marvel or something.
It actually was filmed before Captain Marvel. I think. But either way, I'm giving 2 sins because another thing is that she's coming to the other Avengers because she doesn't know how to get the gauntlet off Thanos. Kind of. I mean, she can just take it off, but Thanos is more powerful. Final bell.
Okay, this is fantastic imagery of Thanos living his life post-snap, and I appreciate the character-building aspect of this scene. But...
Skip!
Kind of fruity. Seriously? Why didn't you do this the last movie? You, Wong, and Doctor Strange are just the most frustrating characters in the history of film.
That's because he thought that the chest would do enough damage to take him out. Apparently it didn't.
What the hell? Where are the stones? What? Won't the movie tell me where the stones are?
I thought clearly this guy didn't see later on. This guy didn't see later on in the film.
What the hell?
This guy didn't see later on in the film and saw that Thanos described what he did with the stones.
Answer the question.
Well, he would if you weren't choking him and actually gave him an opportunity to answer. Gee, a little bit of patience goes a long way, sweetheart.
Where?
She's trying to make sure he doesn't escape and run away.
I used the stones to destroy the stones.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was kind of obvious. I don't understand why Hollywood has to spoon-feed us information like we don't know what's going on. Give us a little bit more credit?
Oh yeah? Well, have you ever heard of... I got nothing.
Inevitable.
No, you're Darkseid. Guy doesn't even know his comic books. What a noob.
If they use Darkseid, then they would have to get a character that played Darkseid from the DC side, and they couldn't because that's a rule for some reason that you can't go on different franchises. That you can't go on a DC franchise if you're on Marvel. You can't go on a Marvel franchise if you're a DC. Oh, that took so long to say.
Perhaps I treated you too harshly.
Holy that was awesome.
What did you do?
If it was awesome, then why did you put sin there?
Hard R. In case you...
That is why I vowed never to pass on the magic until I found one good person. Soul spirit.
Well, yeah, Thor wasn't able to go for the head in Infinity War, but now he did an Endgame.
Confuse it with 8 years later. Actual footage of...
That's obviously because, you know. Also, I know when the Vulture stole the tech. He stole it in 2009!
Field on a regular business day somehow makes it into this superhero film.
I got nothing again.
Skip. In case you confuse it with...
Skip!
Surpass Avatar. In fact, I should make a video called Dear Hollywood and explain all the reasons why Avengers Endgame will never beat the magnificence that was Avatar at the box office.
Oh, clearly this guy didn't see that Endgame already beat Avatar.
Ken Jeong plays an effeminate character cliche.
Kid! Hey, kid! What the hell happened here?
What a dick.
Oh, he didn't want to know. That's because... Oh, he obviously didn't want to tell him because he thought that someone that he know would be next. Was... Okay, again, I got nothing.
It vanished. What's next? The blipped?
Stop making fun of names of events that happen in the MCU. I'm just gonna let you guys know that I'm doing this with no script. By the way, that's how I do all my videos. I do it without a script. That's why I always stutter a lot. That's because I have no script. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to tell you guys. I make no script when I make my videos.
I mean, I get why he knew it was his daughter, but how did she know this was her dad?
I do not know. Maybe it's because of his voice and his facial recognitions.
You're so big. That's what she said. Who just eats a peanut butter sandwich with no drink? I mean, that's almost as dangerous as a Popeye's biscuit.
I never tasted a Popeye's biscuit before, but I don't even think that's a real thing.
Are we seeing her next month?
Not likely.
What, you gonna get another haircut?
Listen for a face.
That's racist.
I don't think hating raccoons is racist, though.
She's only crying because she forgot a drink for that sandwich. Yep.
No, she's crying because she has no way to get her friends back. I mean, no sense at all.
It was a way that we could enter the quantum realm at a certain point in time, but then exit the quantum realm at another point in time.
Are you talking about a time machine?
No, of course not. No, not a time machine. This is more like a... Yeah, like a time machine. Some...
Removing a sin. Ah.
It's crazy.
Scott, I get emails from a raccoon, so nothing sounds crazy anymore.
Black Widow has never met my college ex-girlfriend.
Who even is your college ex-girlfriend again?
You know what it sounds like.
Tony, after everything you've seen, is anything really
Quantum
impossible?
fluctuation messes with the Planck scale, which then triggers the Deutsch proposition. Can we agree on that?
Oh.
I know you got a lot of
Well, I still got nothing.
the line. Their wife, a daughter. But I lost someone very important to me.
More important than his wife and daughter? I mean...
Yeah. He lost Wasp, Hank, and Janet. He's the only one out of four in the Ant-Man trilogy that survived.
I was one of the 6 people that saw Ant-Man and the Wasp. You never even made it to second base with Hope.
For years.
Wait, only 6 people watch Ant-Man and the Wasp? Why would they? That's a good movie. I love Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I've been treating the Hulk like he's some kind of disease, something to get rid of. But then I started looking at him as the cure. I put the brains and the brawn together. And now look at me.
This is the definition of a yada yada. How did you put the brains and the brawn together? Well, at least
Okay, this guy didn't watch the rest of it where he explains that he made up with the Hulk.
we're going to get a rematch with you and Thanos, or else this would be a big waste of time.
Listen to your mom. She knows better.
Better than their dad? That's feminist.
I think that he also wants to. Oh, maybe it's because I got nothing.
Howdy, product placement notwithstanding, this is an e-tron GT, the E standing for electric. That being the case, why does this car sound like a C8 Corvette?
Probably that's because they used. That's because they probably used the car that you said. Or maybe because he was moving so fast, it made it look like the car that you said. Also, pizza time in the sin counter.
Regardless, fixed it. A fully functioning time-space GPS.
A time-space global positioning system? That's bullshit.
It's the only way they could get to different points in time.
Hold on, where are the scratch marks from Black Panther?
Maybe he fixed them. Also, I'm adding another 5 sins because he got the movie wrong. Clearly, again, this guy didn't see Captain America Civil War. My eyes didn't burn because when I first saw this guy, I didn't even see him as fat. But now I do, though.
Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so good to see you! Isn't it a little weird to hear a literal god say, oh my god? Is that just me? It's just me.
No, it isn't. I mean, he was living like a normal citizen after he killed Thanos.
It's back. That kid on the TV just called me a dickhead again.
Well, that's because you're playing Fortnite instead of PUBG.
Pretty sure you don't watch Th3, man. Also, it's a shame that New Master 69 isn't an actual account in Fortnite. Hopefully I can name my Fortnite account that.
Did you say that? Yeah, we don't actually say that name in here.
What are we talking about here? Voldemort?
No. Clearly this guy doesn't know who Thanos is.
Wait a minute. San Francisco and Tokyo? This movie wants to be Big Hero 6 so bad.
I got nothing. But wait a minute. How does San Francisco know how to talk in Japanese?
Talk about Hawkeye's plan. He loses his family to what he knows is an intergalactic threat in Thanos, but he decides to just randomly begin killing gang members? How is that supposed to find him a girlfriend that wants to put mayo on his hot dog?
Well, somebody wants to be. I'm done.
Seibei Iguchi would be excellent at parodying CinemaSins.
Can't tell us who these people are, man.
Whoa, this family-friendly Marvel movie just got real fox up in this bitch.
Basically, I got nothing.
We found something.
Same thing I said when I heard Uma Thurman and Quentin Tarantino were talking about Kill Bill Volume 3.
I never heard of Kill Bill before.
Or Bowski, am I right? Up top. Drifting left.
He's just getting a drink, okay?
Inside there, Lebowski.
Wait a minute, so the Big Lebowski exists in this universe? Must have been real awkward when Tony realized Obadiah Stane gave up bowling to try to kill him.
Clearly, this guy doesn't know that this takes place in the real world, probably.
Hey, easy. I'm being careful. These are Pym particles, all right? And ever since Hank Pym got snapped out of existence, this is it. This is what we have.
Thank you, Mr. Only discussing this now so that the audience knows what's going on. We're aware of what the Pym particles can do and how much you have. Thanks.
You got
Well, maybe they don't even know what the Pym particles are.
enough for one round trip each. That's it. No do-overs.
Only have enough of what? Ant-Man 2 here plays the adverb game so that the audience has to ask, what you talking about, Willis?
If we can...
He's saying that they cannot make any mistakes while going to collect the Infinity Stones from the past.
do this, go back in time. Why don't we just find baby Thanos, and...
Hotel Rwanda would be excellent at killing Thanos.
Oh yeah, I think there's a reference to Deadpool 2 when Deadpool went back in time to kill baby Hitler. Maybe he doesn't know that.
That's what I heard.
What, but who?
They're also probably referencing the Fox merger.
Who told you that?
Star Trek, Terminator, Time Cop, Time After Time, Marmalade, Wrinkle in Time, Somewhere in Time, Hot Tub Time Machine, Hot Tub Time Machine, Die Hard? No, it's not one. If you travel to the past, that past becomes your future, and your former present becomes the past, which can't now be changed by your new future.
Oh.
So Back to the Future's a bunch.
He's explaining that the MCU's world timeline is different than our world timeline.
Bullshit.
No, it's not. I'm pretty sure Doc Brown is way smarter than this big green dude whose only reason for existing is that he's strong, I guess. Let's leave the science to real geniuses, Jolly Green.
Clearly, this guy doesn't know who Mark Ruffalo is.
If you pick the right year, there are 3 stones in New York.
Shut the front door.
Shut the front door.
Shut the front door. Yep. That's how they can censor our fuck.
No, you won't. Okay, can somebody
That was funny. That was funny because she later dies in the movie. I'm sorry.
explain to me why Rhodey doesn't need to have this Ant-Man mask, but Tony does? In case you confuse.
I got nothing. That's because, yeah, I think that's kind of messed up anyways. But if you think about it, all the promotional stuff does have Iron Man's helmet on it. Except for the SH figure arts, Tony.
With New York 2001.
Oh, God, are you kidding me, bro? Bro, there are the people who are mourning the losses over 9/11. Really, bro? I'm adding, like, 10 cents for that. There you go.
So basically, this movie is going to pad its runtime by including stock footage. Lame.
Why'd you put Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel is not lame.
This did not happen in the Avengers.
Maybe this was something that happened off screen.
What? So she was here this whole time and didn't even help? That's why you're bald, lady. Karma.
She was trying to protect the Sanctum and the Time Stone.
I'm looking for Doctor Strange.
You're about 5 years too early.
So let me get this straight. This chick has knowledge of Doctor Strange 5 years before he becomes a thing, and even knows that this Hulk is from the future, but doesn't know why this Hulk is here? Do you have the Time Stone or not, Caillou? In case you...
Wait. So you're saying the Doctor Strange movie takes place in 2017? I'm still gonna say it takes place in 2016.
Confuse it with Thrawn 1982.
But I'm just gonna start skipping these things.
Wait a minute, I thought Thanos snapped this guy's neck in the last movie. Continuity much?
This guy clearly didn't see the 2013 mark.
Are you crying? Yes. Man, Chris Hemsworth is a killer actor, but why are his eyes different colors? He's not that great an actor that he can just change his eye color at will, so what gives? In case you can use it.
This guy didn't see Infinity War, but Rocket gave him his new eye.
Or Act 2015.
The Guardians weren't on Morag in 2015, though.
Black Widow is addicted to things.
She's just trying to keep them from eating her and Hawkeye.
And now she's apparently still alive? Am I supposed to understand what's going on right now?
Clearly, this guy didn't see that. This guy didn't see the 2014 mark. This is the Gamora from 2014.
Honest, I kind of checked out back when Cap said I had a date. Dude, they already killed this guy. This movie is clearly cheating and it's cheesing me off.
But again, clearly this guy didn't see the 2014 mark. This is the Thanos from 2014.
This right here is one of the major problems I have with this film. This is a screenwriter's trick to manufacture tension. Where do they get off doing this? I mean, giving Gamora boots? Unforgivable.
Didn't she have boots in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
Bring her to my ship. Incest. In case you confused him.
I have nothing.
Spider-Man.
Why didn't I skip it?
Rogers, I almost forgot that suit did nothing for your ass.
As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
I would argue that this is America's ass. What do you think?
But making a joke about Black Widow, really, she dies later on in this movie. I'd rather show the right one. Because it's America's!
Maximum occupancy has been reached. Take the stairs. Yes. Stop.
Take the stairs. Hate the stairs.
This is pretty funny. I mean, I am laughing. But since when does the Hulk need to take the stairs? Can't he leap a building in a single bound?
The Avengers are worried that he'll break the elevator.
I just got a call from the secretary. I'm going to be running point on the scepter. We got word there may be an attempt to steal it.
I'm gonna have to call him.
That's okay. Trust me. Hail Hydra.
What you deserve.
The guy that's supposed to represent America is basically a Nazi? No, that can never happen.
Didn't it happen in the comic? And he was only saying that so he could get the scepter because you know that those guys were part of Hydra.
I'm going inside you.
Things Harvey Weinstein says.
He's going inside Tony by his arc reactor, I don't know.
Slice. Just like crack cocaine, Robert Downey Jr. survives this.
What? Hulk just doesn't like stairs, okay?
Oh, you got me shitting me.
Okay, so their plan was to go back to the past and obviously look like their past selves, so why is 2023 Cap not wearing his cowl?
Probably because he took it off.
Oh, I know. And so they can use a stuntman without people realizing that they didn't allocate any of the budget for convincing CGI.
Bucky is alive.
I can't even.
I got nothing.
The Infinity Stones create what you experience as the flow of time.
So the Mind Stone creates the flow of time? Doesn't the Time Stone do that by itself? Seriously, between Doctor Strange never using it in the last movie and the Pym particles in this movie, the Time Stone is fucking useless.
I got nothing again.
And that flow splits.
We can return each one to its own timeline at the moment it was taken. So, chronologically, it never left.
Oh. Come on, we gotta go.
Making more sense.
3, 2,
Boys! I'd remove all the sins if there was a deleted scene of 2013 Thor flying with Mjolnir and he falls to the ground as 2023 Thor steals his hammer.
Well, I'm actually laughing because how's 2013 Thor gonna defend himself against those aliens?
This prick is the reason I'm sitting here watching this 3-hour movie.
You're only here for Star-Lord? Really, bro?
Casual murder, because that dude is totally dead.
He's not dead. He's just knocked out.
Where the hell did Rhodey get the Traveler?
What?
Ah, a T-101, kill it!
She probably had robotic bones under her robotic arm.
That is destiny fulfilled.
What a badass. Sees himself getting beheaded, doesn't even flinch. Such a great character.
That's because he knows that if he's gonna die, he has to do it after fulfilling his destiny.
I mean, sure, if she returns, she won't be able to warn Hawkeye and Widow that Thanos is coming and will be coming for them, but why doesn't she just return to the future right now?
I don't know. Probably because she... Probably because she can't do it because the other Nebula.
Worst cameo ever.
But this is the last Stan Lee cameo. Clearly this guy didn't shed any tears for Stan Lee's death. 30 cents!
Where's the truck?
Hold on, how can Tony touch the Tesseract? Doesn't this
Hold on.
thing disintegrate anyone that touches it?
He has his armor on. He has his armor. As I was saying, he had his armor for his hand on while he was doing it.
Hello, Dr. Pym? That would be the number that you called, yes?
I'm pretty sure this is the helmet Black Manta used in Aquaman, so this is Marvel rips off DC cliche.
This guy doesn't know what the classic Ant-Man helmet doesn't look like.
The fact that these vials of Pym particle are exactly the shape and size that they need is a big pill to swallow.
I don't recall pills being that large.
Wait, who the hell is Th3birdman? It's obvious this person is important, so why won't the movie tell us? Seems very familiar.
If you have that backwards, it reads something Carter.
Weird beard. Thanks for that, Machine Gun Kelly.
Who is Machine Gun Kelly? I need to know.
You confuse it with Boromir getting his head cut off in the first season. I'll spare you this
Who the heck is Boromir?
melodramatic mush. They fight over who dies and Natasha wins. The end.
Skipping a bittersweet moment of Natasha. I mean, Black Widow.
What? What do you do? What do you do? Just ask my question. Yeah, no, you're acting like she's dead. Why are we acting like she's dead? We have the stones, right? As long as we have the stones, Cap, we can bring her back. Isn't that right? So stop this shit with the Avengers.
But Thor is right, though. You guys have unlocked time travel. Even if you can't bring her back using the stones, you can retrieve a Black Widow from, say, 2012 using the Pym particles, right? Isn't this what the film does with Thanos and Gamora?
Actually, no. Nebula brings Thanos to 2023. She doesn't give him any Pym particles.
Professor Hulk is a dick to binges.
He's just mad that Natasha's dead.
Ant-Man specifically stated that they only had enough Pym particles for one trip. So if Bad Nebula used her portion returning to 2023, how does Thanos' ship have enough to travel to the future?
Okay, forget about what I said about the Pym particles and Thanos earlier. Maybe it's because she probably split with Thanos? Yeah.
Exactly me when I learned about masturbation.
masturbation joke.
Lang is fucking dead right now.
Okay, this guy didn't see that Ant-Man shrunk down when the explosion came. I mean,
Exactly me when I learned
just
about
wait.
masturbation.
Right there.
Lang is
See?
fucking dead right now.
It shrinks down.
Okay, everyone survives this. You mean to tell me this resulted in not one casualty? F off, movie.
If everyone died, then the final battle wouldn't happen. There are 7 spoilers, I think.
Marvel movie takes a page out of the Godzilla handbook and cuts away as soon as the action starts.
That's because it needs to focus that Rocket, Hulk, and other people that are in the building are dead.
Movie steals dialogue from my college ex-girlfriend. Little do they know I never actually held on.
Again, who is your college ex-girlfriend?
Hey, when are you?
Premature, hey, I know you, ex machina cliche.
That's because he doesn't know that that's the evil Nebula.
You don't have to do this.
You don't have to do this, but she's really going to do this cliche.
I got nothing.
Okay, Thor, hit me.
So, Tony designed a suit that could channel electricity from Thor, a person he hasn't seen for a few years now. And not only that, but Thor knew what hit me meant? When did they coordinate this? And what if Thor misunderstood and threw his hammer at him?
He obviously knew that hit me meant that not actually hit me, just send him a big chunk of power at him.
What? Thanos threw his sword meringue at Thor, who was running towards him, and the sword came back faster than Thor did?
That's because sliding kind of makes you slower, I think. I don't know, I'm not gonna say it anyway.
Wait a minute, Thanos is worthy now? I mean, I know Odin didn't get a chance to bless this axe, but why can Thanos carry the axe?
Because he's strong enough. That's because he's strong enough to hold it. I don't know. Oh my god, I might finally see a video that's counting sins without any actual sins.
Wait, what? What is happening?
What is happening is that all the victims of the blip are coming back.
Oh, come on. Fucking Bucky. Oh, come on.
Clearly, this guy didn't shed any tears for Spider-Man when he became a victim of the blip.
Fucking Bucky.
Clearly, this guy doesn't care about the Winter Soldier.
The chick with the red hands, too? How are all these people alive?
Hulk snapped them back, that's how they're alive. Whoa, 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 you're only supposed to add one sin back, not all the other sins that you used to have. You know what? I'm gonna add 50 sins for that, okay.
gonna like this at one thing. You can just find it. And you finally be good enough. Stand. The champion's name. Say it.
Yeah.
Cool shot and all.
Skip!
Wait, so there's 2 Iron Men now? This is never explained.
Clearly this guy didn't see before that it's revealed that it's actually Pepper.
It's been 5 years. Come on, they need us. And then he started doing the yellow sparkly thing he does all the time. What are you doing?
3-hour movie has time for this.
Same goes here.
That's a lot of nuts!
What the heck even was that?
You took everything from me.
I don't even know who you are.
Again, he doesn't show the source for it.
Caseos ex machina.
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna explain it. She was too busy dealing with other things in space.
How are you gonna get us through all of that?
Don't worry. She's got help.
Girl power. Also, girl power. Also. What the fuck is Mantis gonna do?
So yeah, it's probably put the Chitauri army to sleep. That thing.
I am inevitable.
Bored.
Clearly this guy didn't shed any tears for Iron Man's death.
All you have to do is just think. How'd you get out last time?
Last time I thought about the subway and I was on the subway.
You really look. Think about the subway. Think about any place.
You know what would be really cringy? If they all kneeled.
They did that in a deleted scene to respect Tony.
Everybody wants a happy ending, right?
Narration at the end of a film? That bullshit.
Clearly this guy didn't later see that it's actually a recording of Tony.
Everyone is wearing black at a funeral cliche.
Well, don't people wear black at real life funerals?
Tomei isn't my aunt in this scene.
I got nothing.
How's Guardians of the Galaxy back together again?
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
That joke.
You know, if you want, I could come with you. You're a good man, Sam. This one's on me, though.
That's because you're planning to abandon your best friends for a woman. Bros before hoes, man. Bros before...
Clearly this guy didn't see Captain America's Civil War. He never had a chance to dance with her right before he died.
Or hoes.
Come and get your love. So he's an idiot.
That thing. And now, time to count the sin total. First, let's see how many sins he had.
Good man, Sam.
159, and I got...
You don't deserve that name. Hiding behind innocent people who will now die. Because deep down, they're still just as scared.
Hold on, I'm still counting the sins. And I counted 217 sins. He's wrong about this movie. This movie's flawless.